Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody.
Here we are.
I hope everybody.
I hope
that you can hear us and everything.
Well, from our side, we're everybody.
Yep,
Joel's
we're all here. I'm back.
Jody is here. Caroline is on the board. She's,
Yes.
She's got the headphones on. Everything good?
There's two of me. Always. No, just 1.5 now. You know,
We're a little bit in a bit better shape than last week. We were tired last week.
Man,
yes.
you guys are nuts.
Now you're just fighting off the cold. You know.
Yeah, all of us got kind of.
Joel's back. You know,
Yeah, I'm still not 100%, but I wasn't gonna miss another week, so here I am.
No, but that's it was really, and there was no COVID on. You know, it was just
it was
just
not
straight
COVID.
straight
it was
cold.
just
A straight boring cold. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for me, they're never boring.
And then I went to the doctor and I had three inoculations in the same moment. 2 nurses at the same time give me. I got zapped. You know, these 2 women come in there and I'm sitting there half
bilateral
naked.
inoculation.
It's just amazing. You know, so that was a lot of fun though. But, you know, so
You want to do a bluegrass tune?
to start out with,
Yeah, why not?
get it over with.
Yeah, get it over
The
with.
shame and the blame.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, why not? You know, this is one of those things that we learned back on the street. You remember, Jens?
I don't know.
We did that with Rocky Road.
Who did we learn it from? From Horton?
No, I think I got it out of the bluegrass songbook. You know what was it?
You know where we heard it? Jody Crow in the New South.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what we did. Jody Crow in the New South, and they had a great drummer on there recording as
Oh,
well.
we have a great drummer here today.
Yes, we
So-
were out in Oklahoma, and people coming up to me and say, "Who's this drummer
where's
who
your
plays
drummer?"
with you?"
Yeah.
You know, from other bands. You know, all these musicians say, "Where did you find him? He's the best drummer."
Yeah, you
know.
can't have him.
Nope, it's ours.
We don't give you his number, and, and he's not traveling much outside of North Carolina unless he goes to England with us and gets stuck.
Here we go. Crying holy to the Lord, crying holy to the Lord. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Sinners run, hide your face. Sinners run, hide your face. Run to the rocks and hide your face, for there be no hiding place. Crying holy to the Lord, crying holy to the Lord. If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Oh, I ain't no stranger now. Oh, I ain't no stranger now. Been introduced to the Father and the Son, and I ain't no stranger now. Crying holy to the Lord, crying holy to the Lord. If I could, I surely would stand on a rock where Moses stood. Crying holy
we didn't overdrive the input this time.
Nope, we did not. I looked
Did
it up
Caroline
here.
push the button? Caroline pushed the button.
Yeah.
She did. Pushed all the buttons. She's running around. Caroline is really running
She's
around.
right, yep,
she's
yep,
adjusting
running around
cameras.
like a stage hands here.
She's adjusting. She's got the sneakers on and she's running. I mean, you should see her. Lisa, you know. That was good drumming, Jody.
You did.
You did.
But you missed one in the beginning, so you made up for it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it all balances out in the end. Like, it all
Zen,
evens out.
It's a yin-yang kind of thing.
Zero sum.
Zero summing everything. Total.
More about this bilateral inoculation.
It was, yeah.
Tomorrow we have
A film crew in here.
yes, I think Fox. It's a Fox station.
From
Fox News,
from
yeah,
Greensboro.
Fox in
From
the High
Greensboro.
Point, yeah.
Well, they come in to do, and they're going to do a Christmas special on the 14th of December with all kinds of artists from North Carolina,
Nice.
and they're going to film 2 songs from us, for
Great.
that event. So they're coming in tomorrow in the studio, and
I'm quite nervous because we're going to do 2 tunes that we never ever do, and one of them that we never done before live.
yes, December.
December.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the name of the song. Is December.
yeah, December is the name of the song. That
Winter came to Switzerland as early as November. That
Yes,
one, yeah.
that one, yeah.
Well, we had the video done. I've looked it up, and we did that in 2017. So we're going to do it for at least another 5 years or so. Then we have a 10-year anniversary of it, and then we do a new one.
What are you talking about? I can't follow you. You guys
Well,
are
you know,
you're too sophisticated.
we've been
today.
broadcasting that video now since 2017. So yes, but nobody saw it in 2017, and just a few people saw it in 2018, and
We have dozens of hits in 2019.
Yes, dozens exactly.
No,
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
No, but it's a pretty good song.
I
think,
like the
yes.
song. I really do.
And we might do it, in our show when we come back from Switzerland.
Yes, in December.
In December.
What else do you want to do here?
I don't know. We have a little list here, but as we usually do, and I just have to be careful that I get
Yeah, what do you want to do next, Dule?
Well, something where you don't have to switch to banjo.
No, I don't care. I can switch to banjo. My banjo's not too far away from here, my other one.
Yeah, but if he grabs the other one, then that's going to determine
But you got
what
your
we play
new
next.
you got
then.
your new neck on the new band on the old banjo,
Well,
right?
actually, it's the old neck on the.
Well, I tell you about this banjo. This is a banjo that Deering gave me as a backup for my regular banjo, and this is actually the neck that was on the other banjo. Now that's confusing, I know, but this was the neck that broke with the airline, and you could still see, that it was broken and it was fixed. But they put new frets in. I just got this neck back, so this is my old faithful neck, and I put it on this banjo, and I use it for the tuned down banjo.
For now.
Is the same neck, is the original neck on the original pot and the original...
That was that neck actually belongs to that pot. So it's a Franken
Franken-banjo.
Franken Sullivan.
Franken-Sullivan banjo.
No, we know Frank Sullivan is a Frank Sullivan's a
Gilbert
great
and
friend.
Sullivan banjo.
Frank Sullivan is a great friend of mine, and
We just were out with them in Oklahoma with them.
you want to do it forever and a day?
Let's do Forever in a Day. Yeah, why not?
Yes. Why not?
Why not? Forever in a Day?
Roots.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? The cold nights of winter weigh heavy on my mind. I walk down to the water to ease my worried mind, and I can see the reflections of the moon on every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. And when the moon stands tall and silent beneath the starry sky, a letter that you wrote me, I read 1,000 times. I can see the reflection of your face in every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones ones that love you true, come back home. To the ones that miss you so, seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. When the first rays of sunshine come up the night away, on the day you return, I will walk down to the bay, and I'll wait by the water till the ship pulls in that took you far away. Oh, mother dear, I miss you more each day. My brother and my daddy, I know they both miss you too. And the waiting would be easy if only we could know. Have you reached your destination? Some far off shore, wherever it may lay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones that love you true. Come back home to the ones that miss you so. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. I missed 2 words, but that's.
Did you make up for it at the end?
Yeah, but you made it for the end, exactly. It all evens out.
That's a beautiful song.
It is, it is.
I just remember when we first did that in Rocky Grass.
Yeah.
But the most amazing part was when we did it in was it Prescott in Arizona when we
Yes.
when we went after we played the MIM
Yeah.
and we went to the fantasy camp, the
Oh,
Kingston
yes.
Trio.
Yes.
and then we started thinking they
Kingston
all
Trio
sang
camp,
along.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, but they sang it different than we because they sang the Kingston Trio version,
yeah,
Yep.
which was really
all
nice.
unison, and it was great. Well, we have another one in this key, right?
We do. Are you happy now with your camera settings, Caroline?
It's you're vibrating with the drums.
That's
that
always was a
was-
problem for Melissa. She
You know what? We took that. We usually have these pads underneath
Sandbags.
sandbags or balloons,
little
you know,
airbags.
Pillows.
or instead of having all these balloons underneath these cameras, we thought we put one under Jody. On his drum
But it
kit.
didn't work.
Made, yeah, yeah. We have to pass pass around the Benadryl or something. What was it meant to take for seasickness?
Mecluzine.
All right.
Okay, here
why
we
don't
go.
we do the plan?
Yeah, the song with the most awkward rhyme in it.
Well,
You wrote it.
you ready, Caroline?
The reverb zone.
Push button pushed.
Push the button.
Push the button.
young and it involved some having fun. Maybe to find someone to love, do some things to be proud of. I live as fast as I could live and give it all that I could give. Never think about the end and always be somebody's friend. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. Oh, I lit that candle at both ends and let the years slip through my hands. Did what I believed was right, never had to run or hide. Friends I found and friends I lost, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. The strange blast set the sail upon the mast. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel. Quite successful with that plan, I would do it all again. Things I needed came to be and I really went out on a spree. Now do I need a plan for growing old? My young and restless years concluded. Never thought I'd get this far of thoughts getting old so good. And I watched the bow go high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel. Steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel.
Wow.
Yes.
I almost had a frog in my throat.
I had one, so.
Yep. A big one? A big frog.
A big frog, big.
Toad in the throat.
Major frog. Well, we're going to be home for a while, and then we're going to go to Switzerland.
Two more weeks, actually. I'm going to fly.
2 weeks from Monday.
Tomorrow and 2 weeks. Well, you know,
We're going to play 9 shows in Switzerland, 2 in Germany.
Okay.
One in Langenau near Ulm.
Langenau
Near Ulm, in a beautiful place. I just spoke to Mark Stoffel.
Oh,
He has played there with Chris Jones.
oh
For
yes.
his country club Kurtz.
Yeah.
You know, I played there. I think I played for that country club with David Price and the Texas Swing Band in a gym on a Sunday morning. Lots of beer. My goodness, you know.
Those Germans know how to drink beer on Sunday mornings.
They do.
Just one half. The other half goes to church. And then they drink the beer
And
after.
then they meet in the middle.
You want to do Streamlined Cannonball?
Yeah, sure. Well, you can still have the.
Well, I don't know. Doesn't
Well, he
need
kind of tuned up now, didn't he? You really like him playing that banjo, aren't you?
You know, next year we have a couple of shows that we have scheduled for Doc's 100th birthday.
Yep.
Actually, we're going to be playing on Doc's birthday on the 3rd of March. We're going to be playing Mandy Hall
In
Raleigh,
Raleigh.
yeah.
in Raleigh, yes. And there's going to be a great opening act. I forgot the name of the band right now. It's an old-time band. They play Gay the Cart. What is this?
Carlton.
Colton, yeah.
Like Carlton Case. No, it's not.
No.
What is it?
Yeah.
It was Rosalie's maiden name.
Carlton.
Yeah, it's Carlton.
It's
Yeah.
Carlton, is it?
Yeah.
Gator Carlton. Well, anyway, they're going to play, some of that old time music from up here in the mountains. That's embarrassing that we didn't. That I just slipped out my mind. But they're gonna be.
Welcome to that club.
I know.
I've been there. I've been there a few years before you.
But that was the first on this tune that we're going to do right now. That was on the first Doc Watson record I ever had, the Alive and Pickin'.
And Doc hated that album.
Well, he just didn't like it enough to put it out on CD. You know, it was just available on.
He told us,
vinyl.
up in Sugar Grove, he said he heard that thing. He said they were so rough playing that concert, because they played over the twin reverbs and they played, and he said they didn't have a good night, out, and they had a contract to have this CD out, this album out, and so they did.
But we still love the album. I mean,
we didn't care. We just loved it, there's all this good stuff on there. And he had a little shtick that he did with it, right?
Oh yeah. We're gonna try to do that. I'm struggling a little bit today. I'm trying new strings. These friendly folks from Nashville making these strings.
They sound great. They're a little lighter. So
they're uncoated, so they're really.
You lost some weight, and so the strings have.
I'm getting older,
how that works.
so okay. So Doc always said this song used to be a waltz and sounded a little bit like this. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. The lonesome sound of the whistle you love as she rambles on through the night. Doc always felt it was too slow for that song. Like a star in its heavenly flight. The lonesome sound of whistle you love as she rambles on through the night. There's a cold cross tie and a long steel rail. I'm on my long way home. I ride the train, he's the king of them all. Streamlined Cannonball. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. The lonesome sound of whistle you love as she rambles on through the night. I can see a smile on the engineer's face, and although he's old and gray, contented heart, he's waiting for his call on that streamlined cannonball. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. The lonesome sound of whistle you love as she rambles on through the night. They shine out into the night, and the fine bars flash you can see. I ride the blind, that's the life that I love. It's home, sweet home to me. She moves along like a cannonball, like a star in its heavenly flight. The lonesome sound of whistle you love as she rambles on through the night. As she rambles on through the night. As she rambles on through the night.
Right? Yeah. Why not?
A long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
Yes.
But it used to be a Roy Acuff.
Yeah,
Roy Acuff
Roy
song.
Acuff tune. It still is, It's
Yeah, I mean, he wrote it.
I don't think he wrote it. I think it was one of those.
We'd have to look that up.
I thought he did.
I thought he did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not that versed on classic country. Wasn't my genre back
Well,
then.
well, Joe, but you brought several basses today.
I did, and I'm still playing my regular one.
Well, yeah, because you know what happened. The other 5-string had a
The other
electronic-
5-string has some kind of electronic sunny something going on in it, so I have to take it to our guru, our guitar guru here in Wilkes, and see if we can figure it out.
So
Because
but
I'm
you don't want
probably
to take
gonna
this one to Europe.
I'm not sure if I'm going to take this one to Europe or if I can get that one repaired in time. I'm probably going to take the other one because it's just so much easier to travel with. And it still sounds great, and, you know, we shall see. It's just, I love this bass. I love playing this bass, but taking it internationally and traveling with it, it's just really a whole...
FedEx it.
Yeah. You guys will pay. I'll FedEx it, sure.
It's cheaper than buying a ticket for it.
It probably would be cheaper than buying a
Not
ticket.
really.
Well,
I just tried to ship a pair of shoes over to Switzerland.
How much
And they
was
want
it?
$480 for the package.
Wow.
Yeah. I could almost have bought a ticket.
Just brought them on the airplane.
I went to
Just
UPS,
pay the extra
you know, they
$100
said,
and take them as
said
extra
let
baggage.
me quote you this before you send it off. I said, why?
Wow.
You know,
Yeah, no thank you.
I found out why. So, want to do round and round?
Yeah, why not? We haven't played it in a long time.
Cool, okay.
That's a beautiful little set with the When I'm at my dearest at the end, right?
Yes, we're going to dedicate this to Paul.
Paul, yes. Why do the lights of the city shine brighter each step he's taken tonight? Reflections of laughter and colors on wet cobblestone. Someone is singing a song with words that won't rhyme, leading him into a world he's been longing to find. And round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round. Nobody noticed them stealing away from the nursing home right after dark. He didn't care, it just seemed to happen that way. Music is playing, his friends all welcome him in. Sweet voices whispering, come let me hold you again. And round and round and round, and round and round and round, and round and round and round. His daughter's a teacher in southern Missouri. She tries to come home once a year. The cart that she wrote him for Christmas still taped to the wall. Sits by his bedside till dawn, just holding his hand. Turns up the nightlight as she steps out into the hall. And round and round Sing no sad songs for me. Plant no roses at my head, no shady cypress tree. Be the green grass above me, with showers and dewdrops wet. And if you will, sweetheart, remember. And if you will, sweetheart, forget. I shall not see the shadows, I shall not feel the rain, I shall not hear the nightingale sing out as if in pain. Then dreaming through the twilight that does not rise nor set, happily I remember, and happily I'll forget. When I'm dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me.
Very good, very good.
No sad songs.
Yeah.
Sad songs.
No sad songs. That's right.
Oh, now we lost about half of our listening audience.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, why don't we do?
Yeah,
It's a request we had so many times.
Yeah, something we haven't done in quite some time. Something with almost nothing in it. So
Oh, okay.
actually, it sounds this next tune, "Beautiful Nothing," I'm gonna play for you. Was the idea was always, and it's this year now that it's 30 years ago. I recorded my first solo album, and the idea always was to make music, that had less. There was a movement in the 50s, particularly in the 50s, was called the minimalist.
Yeah.
And we're
Less is more.
Yeah, but no, not necessarily more.
Well, that was the minimalist. I just was reading up on that.
Okay, so
that was their slogan, their motto.
Well, anyway, so our, we've been always fan of Arvo Pärt, and all these people who did, so I always wanted to do things like that on the banjo, where we try to minimize.
But this is like the complete opposite of what banjo usually is, right?
Yes.
I mean, banjo is really filling up everything.
Yes.
But then to make the banjo sound in a way that just a single note can carry, or a single chord can carry through a longer time, and that to actually hear the beauty of the banjo at its and it's decaying sound, you know,
Yeah.
which is, and that song I think is
That was
really
the idea
exemplary
to
for
give
this.
all these pauses and give these. It's just a different idea. It became part of the second part of Music from the Spring, and we're going to be playing that with the Greensboro Symphony for New Year's Eve. And I think I really want to start that second part off, you know, with Beautiful Nothing.
Wasn't this song though where you were doing a workshop or playing
Yeah.
a concert? There was a gentleman in the front row that I said was
Yes, you know, there was a workshop where it was all about. And all these, you know, a lot of note stuffs. And so he was sitting in front of me, and he was not very happy, you know, because he was in the wrong workshop. But, you know, Joel was helping me at the time, and I said, well, you can do a lot more music, you know, with a lot less. And I said, just play a G, and then play a C, you know, and then play a G, play a C, play an A minor, play a D, play a G. That's how it came about. But I've always written slow stuff. So, but I think this is it's very dear to our heart. There's a long pause in there, and I used to have a ringtone on my phone. It was a howling wolf. It was like howl, and so we were giving a workshop, you know, for 300-400 kids in a big auditorium. You know, not kids; they were high school.
Yeah,
But anyway,
music students,
so we played them "Beautiful Nothing" because, you know, I wanted to show them this tune. And then in that pause, my telephone went off, you know, and it was like, and it was we had in this pause
had to
all
crack
kinds of
up.
things.
Yeah.
One day we did this pause in the concert, and it was so silent you could hear somebody sleeping. He was sleeping, you know, somewhere, and everybody's like, "Oh my God!" But it was great. So anyway,
Well, we had some great experiences with this song, so
absolutely.
let's try to see what we can do
yeah,
today.
just a little bit of it. always get lost playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get
Lost in thought.
Yeah. Oh, water.
You got water right
Oh,
here?
I got water. Yes. Yes. Sorry, had to.
No, I know how that feels.
What time is it? Do we have time for one more?
We got time for one more, definitely, yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Talking about Paul, yes, Paul. Paul was Maynard's best buddy. Took him around for the last few years, you know, and Paul and Sherry. I think I just want to do that song and then I want to say goodbye. Folks, it's been wonderful playing for you this evening.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Joel. Sorry,
Pleasure to be here.
we still have a cold. And we gotta get over it. This is actually a song, you know, all through the night. Appalachian Mist is actually a song inspired by Maynard's story. How he went to Vietnam and Hilda had to wait for him. And they both had to wait to get married, you know, until he came back. And then they stayed married, you know, all their life, all his life. And so he told us this story once, of how he came back and then he sat in his car and he drove through on 40, you know. He said 40 seemed so short, you know, coming home. You know, because when you're halfway around the world, everything seems smaller when you come home.
It's just for us, it's a lot of times it's the exact opposite, you know. When we go back to Switzerland, everything is just next door. And then when we come back home to Carolina,
everything is so far
away. You know? I mean, just to go from here up to the store to get milk is about as far to drive as it would be from Zurich to Baden. You know, which is 2 cities away. People would never ever think to go that far to shopping. And here, it's just a hop. You know, and
but you know, but when you're a kid, you know, the next little village, it seems like it's the other side of the world. And then when you know, for Maynard, when he was in Vietnam for 2 years, he came back and everything just seemed so small. And he said 40s just seemed like, oh, I'm already here. Exit, you know, driving up. And he said it was a beautiful morning, and all the mist, you know, in the meadows and in the valleys, and so that was beautiful. So we wrote the song.
We wrote this together, you know, that's... But you know, the thing is, how can we sing a song about a veteran? Since we've never been...
Well...
But you know, but how many times have we been out and we feel the same way when we go through 40, you know? 40's been shorter than it ever did. We just came back from Oklahoma. We did 19 hours in a row without stopping just for gas, and maybe we got something then. And it was amazing, you know, finally when you hit North Carolina again, how good it feels. You know, when you see that sign, Wilkesboro 37, and you know you can call home and they're going to pick you up if something happens to the car, you know.
Well, you all take care. Thank you for tuning in. You've been a great help always out there. So we love you, don't forget that.
And hopefully see you next week.
Yes, hopefully see you next week, yes.
Wednesday, 7 o'clock, same time, same station. Apple wait to see you again. It's been way too long since I held you in my arms. Time went on so fast, and nothing seemed to last. Like a fool, I was stumbling through the darkness, trying to find a way, and hoping that someday I look back in peace, not in anger. All through the night, 40 seemed shorter than it ever did. Now I'm winding along through the Appalachian Mist. I'm going home. I can't wait to see you again. It's been way too long since I held you in my arms. Always on my mind, afraid that I would find the world that I once knew laying in ashes. But you promised you would wait, and now it's not too late to hurry back to where I know I'm welcome. All through the night, 40 seemed shorter than it ever did. Now I'm winding along through the Appalachian Mist.
broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.